a 20-year-old woman. Out of the 49 secrets, last Raja Muda, man arrested. Woman dies in fall from shophouse. A 20-year-old woman from Kampung Sambir in Asajaya lost her life after she fell from the third floor of a shophouse building on August 25th. The victim was found unconscious lying in a pool of her blood on the ground. It was learned that the victim, who had just arrived there, wanted to meet her father, who was renting at the shophouse. The father said he received a phone call from his daughter around 3 p.m. informing that she had arrived at the shophouse. He told her to wait for him as he was still working. He received a call informing that his daughter had fallen down. Earlier on, a team of paramedics from Sarawak General Hospital was rushed to the scene. She was pronounced dead at the hospital. Planter survives terrifying ambush in oil palm estate. An oil palm planter received more than 10 stitches on his head after a terrifying attack by 4 armed strangers on August 22nd at Sungai Seputeh, Sabah in Nia. The 34-year-old victim was driving alone in his Hilux in the oil palm plantation when a 4-wheel drive vehicle obstructed him, forcing him to pull over. 4 strangers then alighted from the 4-wheel drive armed with parang, a shotgun, and baseball bat and headed for him. The victim said the men dragged him out of his Hilux and hit him with the baseball bat. They tried to slash the victim with the parang, but he managed to avoid it. After the assault, the men torched his Hilux with petrol before fleeing, leaving the victim in pain. 16 out of 49 criminal societies are based in Sarawak. Out of the 49 secret societies in the country identified by the Home Ministry, 16 are based in the state. Home Ministry Secretary General Datuk Sri Abdul Rahim Muhammad Radzi said the organizations were categorized as unlawful under Section 5.1 of the Societies Act on 28 of August 2013. Abdul Rahim said the secret societies were found to be involved in activities which could threaten public order, like drug trafficking, criminal intimidation, rivalry, and creating chaos. He said no person would be allowed to register the secret societies as an organization. All their accounts, assets, and property would be handed over to the Insolvency Department. Although the percentage of the number of gangs based in the state is alarmingly high, State Police Commissioner Dato' Akrul Sani Abdullah Sani said the state's crime scene was not as grim as in Peninsular Malaysia. Last Raja Muda to be buried in Sarawak. The remains of the last Raja Muda of Sarawak, Anthony Walter Darrell Brooke, will be buried in Sarawak. A statement from the Brooke Heritage Trust said in keeping with Anthony's wish, his cremated remains will be privately interred at the Brooke family graveyard beside Fort Margarita. This will take place after a public memorial service at St. Thomas Cathedral on September 21st at 2 p.m., which will be presided over by the Archbishop of the Anglican Province of Southeast Asia, the Most Reverend Datuk Boli Lapok. A spokesman stated that all are welcome at the service, which in the spirit of Anthony would be an inclusive occasion. Man arrested for alleged killing of headman's son. A man who works at cemeteries was arrested by police on August 29 for suspected murder of a neighbor. He is believed to have caused the death of the son of a longhouse chief at a longhouse at Mile 28, Oya Road a few hours before his arrest. The deceased was identified as Kadid Mugal, 49 years old, a timber camp worker. Kadid, who returned from work at 2 p.m., was smoking and chatting with a neighbor on the veranda when the suspect allegedly attacked him around 5 p.m. The suspect was said to have emerged from his room and went straight for Kadid in the neck with his bare hands, causing Kadid to fall. As Kadid tried to get up, the suspect landed a few kicks on his neck, it was alleged. Neighbors intervened, but Kadid had lost consciousness. He sustained severe injuries on the head and was bleeding from the mouth. Neighbors sent him to a clinic in Sequal, but he died on arrival. Policemen from Stapang caught the suspect at a canteen near the longhouse around 8:30 p.m.